let's try this now. Today I'm going to do a pick a card reading. So I have these 4 piles, and I have. Okay, I should restart. Okay, today I'm gonna do a pick a card reading. My first pick a card reading, and I have 4 piles, and I also placed some crystals in case somebody feels like it's easier to choose with a crystal. Yeah, I guess that's kind of it, and I'm going to jump into the first pile. Okay. I thought I'd start with just showing the card. Okay, we have the Page of Cups. I'm not gonna do reversals for at least for the first card. Page of Cups. Okay, that's pretty fun. I like that. Okay. Let's shuffle. Page of Swords in reverse. The King of Wands in reverse. These cards do not look well placed. The Seven of Swords. Oh. Okay. Three of Swords in reverse, clarifying the Page of Cups. God, I'm gonna need to get better at positioning this. The Seven of Cups in reverse under the Page of Swords. Oh, let's... I won't take that. King of Wands in reverse. King of Wands in reverse. Nope. Okay. Sure thing. And then we have the Seven of Swords upright. Seven of Swords upright. The Empress in reverse. Oh. Okay, that's interesting. I feel like I understand why. Let's get, well, the overall energy. We already have that with the Page of Cups, right? Let's see that all of these are in frame. Okay. What I'm feeling... I'm gonna be honest, when I was picking up the deck, I accidentally saw the Two of Cups in reverse underneath the deck. And now I'm seeing the Five of Swords. So obviously this was supposed to be general reading about really whatever that came up. But I am definitely feeling some kind of love reading here. Maybe not the most positive one, I'm gonna be honest. I am feeling like someone is kind of taking your power a little bit here. I feel like with the Page of Cups, it could be something pretty new or something not that emotionally deep. We have the Three of Swords in reverse though underneath it, which is about healing. So perhaps you are healing from a situation that has just been with some kind of character that was I'm getting it on honestly here, not faithful is specifically what I'm picking up, or lying about things in general with the Seven of Swords. And I just feel like this person definitely this character did not, I guess it doesn't have to be romantic, it doesn't have to, I'm strongly feeling that though, but it could just be a friendship or some character in your life. The King of Wands, someone who takes a lot of space, someone who, I'm feeling like a strong like selfishness. And again, someone that may or may not have lied about specific things with the Seven of Swords here and the Empress in reverse. I don't know. I'm just feeling energy of somebody taking your power or not giving to you the way you deserve to be given to. But I mean, I guess the positive here is with the healing card. I don't know. I'm getting that a lot of you are healing from this. This feels like a past energy. This feels like something that has been recognized already, right? I don't think this is something bad that will happen to you. I feel like most of you already know what this is, or again, have already recognized that there was a lot of false. This person wasn't really displaying their true self, right? This person wasn't really being honest, open, and honest with you. With the Page of Swords in reverse and the Seven of Cups in reverse, perhaps some of you are still like looking at their social media or trying to keep up with what's going on with them, or vice versa. If you're not doing that, maybe this person is still doing that with you. I guess there's some kind of energy attachment still. Again, I feel like a lot of you are healing from this. But yeah, I don't know, this is very specific, but this was definitely what I'm feeling. And maybe with the Strength card in reverse, a lot of you held out or was seeing the good in this person for longer than you should have. When in reality, they were not the nicest to you. They were not treating you as you deserve to be treated. Hmm. I don't know if I should pull some more cards in terms of how this will resolve, or if this is just maybe for some of you, you need to do like an energy cutout, like a real energy cord cutting. Honestly, I couldn't tell you how to do those, but I know there are like guides or YouTube videos about it. And there are also just people who do like visualizations of cord cutting like on Instagram and TikTok and such. I don't even know what I should. Also, my hands. Jesus, I painted. Um. Let's see here. Knight of Cups in reverse, King of Cups in reverse, Five of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like the truth of the situation is that I'm sensing that this person was not what you perceive them to be. This person was or is not what will lead you to fulfillment. But the positive of it is that recognizing that is the first step to moving on, and I think a lot of you have recognized that. I feel like this is just an unhealthy energy, or an energy that isn't really potent. But with the Five of Cups in reverse, I feel like you've recognized that, or there's some kind of sense of moving on from this. Even though, again, I feel like that disappointment is still in your energy. You are healing from it, but yeah. There might even be opportunities around you that you aren't noticing because there's some kind of energy attachment to this situation or to this person. Maybe in some ways hoping that it will like solve itself or turn out well, even though I think there's just the need to recognize that this is not a good situation, right? This is not a good person to be around, and this is not someone who you should give your time and energy to. It is definitely not for you. Or unhealthy energy isn't for anyone. But yeah. Uh, I feel like this person already has disappointed you. And again, I do think you have walked away in certain ways. It's just that energy of still lingering. I think a lot of opportunities will come to you once this is like completely settled, or completely accepted the fact that it wasn't what you wanted it to be. I guess that's the biggest thing here in some sense, that it is really that disappointment of being lied to, because I don't know, I'm feeling you saw this as in a completely different light. Maybe when you were with this person. Again, I'm not gonna assume it's romantic, but it could be, but it could also be a friend or anything really. Someone who you were very close with that turned out to not be the greatest person. Um, or very close with, but was close with. You had a lot of hope for them and your relationship with them, and it turned out not great. Also, to be honest, if you still have them on social media, I think you should block them. That's what I'm getting with this. I think you should cut out any kind of access you have, because energetically you're still kind of tied to it. So yeah, yeah, not the most fun reading, but I hope that at least the people that chose this pile felt like they took something out of it, you know? Okay, let's see. I'm pretty sure the second one I put here, I think it's the bottom one. Maybe I should have done that a little more clearly. Whatever. So, here we go. Pile 2. Let's see the card. We have the Three of Pentacles. Fun, fun, fun. Let's pull some more cards to see the whole story here. Three of Pentacles is a lot about teamwork, communication, working on things with other people. It could be about building too, building blocks. Okay. Oh my god, that's a lot of cards. The Moon in reverse. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Let's see. Oh, that's. Oh, King of Cups. I'm gonna do that actually, because they came out together. Let's do the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Wands in reverse. Okay, wait. I'm getting a message. Moon in reverse. Five of Cups upright. Oh, and the Magician. Okay, I like this. Oh my god, it's so off center. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's see if I can push this right. Okay, so what I'm feeling is. Okay, so my first message. There's something here about holding on to a project. There's something here about staying in something. Because even though it is not making progress right now, or you are not getting the revenue, is that what you call it? You're not getting the profit that you want from it right now. I'm sensing that it is worth it to stick around. I think you have the power to manifest this situation in a way that is profitable for you. I think you just need to wait and maybe to a certain degree reschedule, replan a little bit, but still stick to the same idea, whatever this is that you are working on. With the Moon in reverse and the Five of Cups, the disappointments that you had with this situation, it's hard for me to know exactly what this is. It seems like a project. It seems like work, maybe what you're studying in school, something here, something that you are working on, right, in some way or another. Maybe a business. It could be whatever, but I feel like there are certain disappointments here, maybe in regards to it not having profited the way you want to. Use those moments of disappointment or something not going the way you wanted it to clarify why that is. Like, why didn't it work out? What was it that was standing in the way? Because at least you know, right? Every stepping stone of, oh, this didn't work out, this wasn't what I wanted it to be, or this didn't profit the way I wanted to. Use that, what didn't work out? How can I change this? How can I manifest the outcome that I want here? I guess technically this could be something completely else, like a relationship or whatever, but I'm sensing that for a lot of you it is some kind of dream you have. It is the King of Cups here, so I do think you're emotionally invested in this. It's not just like a work opportunity, but with the Three of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles, it seems like there's a practical profit. There's something that you can get like physically from it. And I think it's important to just be completely aligned with with that dream or that goal here, the Magician and King of Cups, tap into the feeling of what you want and try to not overthink it too much. Try to not let setbacks or anything that disappointed you stand in your way to overthink it or think that, well, this isn't for me. I think this is what I'm feeling strongly with this reading. Don't back down because of setback, or don't think that this isn't for me when you emotionally know that this is something that would make you happy or fulfilled. Obviously, this depends on what it is. I'm not gonna say if you actually feel like this isn't for me, right? Emotionally speaking, this doesn't feel right. I obviously shouldn't do it. That's what the reading is saying as well. But if it feels right and the reason you feel like stopping is because it hasn't profited yet or you haven't seen results in real life, just hold on. Just keep on going a little more. Don't overthink. Any bad thought you have or negative thought can manifest into a negative reality, right? So keep on thinking positively and hold on to whatever it is that you feel is right. Again, if for some of you I feel like this is a dream you've had and wanted to pursue for a long time, or something that you really wanted for a long time. So don't let one setback, two setbacks, change your goal or change your direction. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Okay, let's do the next one. I think that was this one and that one. Okay, pile 3. Let's see the card. Ace of Swords in reverse. I'm not gonna do reversals for the first card, so maybe I should have this. Whatever. Okay. Ace of Swords in reverse. Let's see, but it's again upright because I'm dumb. Okay, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, 2 cards. Should I take both of them? I'll let that be. 2 cards again. Take the bottom one. Oh, oh wow, the way it landed. I'm gonna let that be then. 4 of Wands upright. Okay. Okay, Ace of Swords. Clarifying Ace of Swords. Justice in reverse. Okay. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Cups. Upright. 6 of Wands in reverse. 10 of Pentacles upright. Okay. That's interesting. 5 of Pentacles under the 4 of Wands. Let's see if it's all centered correctly. Okay. This is interesting. I'm trying to see if there's one red line or if there's 2 separate messages, because I'm kind of feeling like it could be 2 separate messages here. But I'm gonna see. There's something here about doing the right thing. What I'm feeling with the 4 like quarter starter cards here, the Ace of Swords clarified by Justice in reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles clarified by the Queen of Cups upright. It's almost like saying no to an opportunity or speaking up about something that isn't right, which will lead to not being able to take a certain opportunity, but doing that is doing the right thing, right? It's giving a little bit of rejection is redirection, except that you might be the person that has to speak up and do the rejecting, so to speak. There might be something you want here, an opportunity you want that is lucrative, but it's not necessarily for you. And there's an opportunity here to speak up about things that aren't right with this. There's something maybe even in your gut, in your like your gut feeling tells you that there's something not right here, but you want the opportunity, or you want something out of the situation. So it feels hard to speak up about the thing that isn't right. Um, you know what I'm seeing all in all is essentially losing the battle to win the war. Um, Keeping your own moral high ground and knowing what is right and what is wrong will again maybe not give you this specific thing, this opportunity, or this chance, but it will turn out for the better in the long run. We have the Six of Wands in reverse, clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. Keeping keeping your own vision for being right, for being the person you want to be, and being in situations that align with that moral consciousness, and not stooping to a lower level just to win us in a specific situation. It's hard. I'm talking in so big words, it's hard to give an example, I guess. But say you're trying to get a new job, but there's something that feels off about how the manager is talking. Maybe about something morally, maybe about how they're talking about women, or how they're talking about some kind of social injustice. Speaking up about that and maybe not getting the job is, again, you want the job, but at the same time, the job is not for you if the environment isn't good for you. So it might feel like a loss, but it's for the better in the future, right? It's for getting to a better place that actually feels comfortable and actually is right for you, and not feeling like it's rejection. Again, it's redirection. So we have the Four of Wands clarified by the Pentacles. And now, as I speak, I feel like I understand this more clearly than I would have in the beginning. Because, yes, this, whatever it is that you are saying no to here, again, could be something else. Could be, it is the Pentacles card. So I think it is some kind of opportunity that is practical. Something to do with work, most likely. But it could also be school, or maybe a networking opportunity. Something here. But that is also social, because we have the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Cups, something triggering you emotionally or socially, meaning that you can't get the practical opportunity. But with the Four of Wands upright and the Five of Pentacles, I feel like the time you will spend in solitary, or not getting this opportunity, will be worth it for feeling that sense of community and belonging once you actually find something that is right for you. This could even be like just socially. Maybe you get an invite to go out with a new group of people and you're very happy about that and you've wanted to be friends with these people. But once you're there, you're feeling like, okay, something is off. I actually don't feel like these are good people that I want to be around. So you speak up about it. And yeah, maybe they don't treat you well or isolate you, but just being alone for this time being is actually so worth it, because you will find those people that are for you, that feels like home, that feels like the ultimate, belonging. That's what I'm seeing here. That's what you're out to get. But in order to get it, you have to be honest about the situations or the environments that are not for you and does not feel good, and specifically speaking up when you are in that situation. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling for this reading. Thank you, group number 3. And now we have the last one. This is group 4. Okay, let's see the card. we have the Hierophant. So I'm not taking reversals for the I'm not taking the reversals for the first card, but I'm gonna take reversals for the other cards. Okay, the Hierophant. Well, I did see that card, but I'm guessing maybe some of you did too. Let's see the fourth. Under the Hierophant, Hierophant, Hierophant. Actually, I'm gonna flip them so no. Oh, okay. Wow. Wow. Okay, Two of Cups, Two of Cups. The Magician. The Magician. And the King of Swords. Oh, I'm not taking all this. Oh my god. So, okay, never mind. Okay. Let's see. Oh, wow. Wow. Two of Wands. This is interesting. This is definitely interesting, so I'm gonna say it right off the bat. This is looking like a love reading. But it could be just if you're not looking for love, could be platonic, could be about just like a very genuine and deep connection with another person. But I mean, we're starting off with the Hierophant and Two of Cups, which to me indicates a relationship, right? Some kind of commitment here. And we have clarifying the Two of Cups, we have the Ten of Cups, which is like ultimate commitment, ultimate fulfillment emotionally, right? So, but it's interesting. We also have the Magician and the Two of clarified by the Two of Wands, and then we have the King of Swords clarified by the Eight of Cups. Okay. I feel like there are two separate collectives here, so I'm gonna say it how I see it, because we also have the Five of Cups and the Hierophant here. There is something that needs to let go of here. I feel like you have a relationship coming in that perhaps some of you have manifested, or you are currently manifesting, and there's something holding you back. If you are in a relationship, I guess this could be just a hindrance in like the total emotional fulfillment of this relationship. But for most of you, there might be a person within your vicinity. We have the King of Swords clarified by the Eight of Cups. I feel like, okay, so again, here comes two different cases. For some of you, there's a need to let go of thought patterns that you have. There's a need to let go of overthinking or constantly being in your own head. There might be situations in the past that have left you feeling quite disappointed or not really reaching the full potential of a relationship or a commitment. And I feel like right now that is a part of what is hindering the manifestation. I'm almost seeing this as a kind of overarching prediction. But here we have the Magician and the Two Wands, which is all what you want to create and what you want to manifest. And then we have the King of Swords and the Eight of Cups, me seeing that as kind of the hindrance or the blockage to this manifestation, even though it's right here and it's right for you. For a lot of you, I feel like you might be holding yourselves back in terms of how you are thinking and how your mind operates. Maybe some of you even have this fight or flight instinct to romance where it's you want to emotionally disconnect and just logically think through things. You want to see things in a very logical mind. And I think that is maybe emotionally keeping you away from this ultimate fulfillment that again I see you having on the tip of your tongue. When the magician is looking right at this two of cups, it's like right there, but there is an emotional disconnect, or a need to overanalyze, over intellectualize feelings that is just keeping it off. Again, I'm not seeing it as a big issue. I'm not saying like you're not gonna get it unless you change. I'm seeing it as being right there, but it's just like this little hindrance, the little bumps on the road that you might be causing due to overthinking, or emotionally holding back. Maybe because of things you've been through in the past. And maybe for a lot of you, you've come close to having a commitment, but then it didn't work out. And maybe that is why you're seeing things from that perspective now, where you're emotionally ready to leave at any point because you know the disappointments you've been through in the past, where it was almost right. And I feel like you need to let that go, or you need to be open to things actually working out, because I definitely see things working out here. And for some of you, I'm feeling like this is probably a smaller collective, but it could also be a person from the past that you are holding on to that you need to emotionally let go of. Could be an air sign because it's the King of Swords. Could be an overthinker, someone who was avoidant, maybe avoidantly attached, someone who seemed very loving in the beginning and then suddenly detached when you were least expecting it, and now you have some kind of wound here, in terms of that feeling like you can never get that relationship because you thought you would get it in the past, and then suddenly they switched and turned off, and that is still with you in some way. I guess this both of these could be true. The first case of you overthinking and you becoming cold and detached, but maybe that is because that has happened to you, right? In the past. Yeah. So I'm just, try to not become too entangled in the past. Try to not use coping mechanisms here, because I'm seeing you. Oh, actually, a detail here. The magician is looking at the Two of Cups, but the Two of Wands card is looking at Eight of Cups. It's like you are manifesting a romantic connection. You are manifesting fulfillment, but you are mentally you are planning how to emotionally leave when things seem rocky, or you are constantly prepared to drop it when it seems like it is time, or it isn't working mentally in your favor. And again, mentally working in your favor, you thinking that something has changed, or you thinking that this or a person isn't feeling you anymore, can also be wrong, right? We overthink and therefore think the wrong thing all the time. So I'm just gonna say, try to feel a little bit more, and try to just enjoy it as it is. um yeah. Maybe some of you are avoidant as well. There are a lot of good guides Jesus, a lot of good videos about avoidant attachment style on YouTube. I would know I'm also avoidantly attached, so and TikTok and whatever. So if that is something that you would think help maybe understand yourself or how you work in relationships, perhaps take a look at those. I don't know, but other ways or anyways, I wish you luck with this. I I think things are gonna turn out just fine. Okay, I guess that was it. Thank you for watching. Regardless of what pile you picked, I hope you enjoyed the reading. So bad. And I hope to perhaps see you in the future. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.